Hello, viewers. A very beautiful afternoon to you. It is always a pleasure engaging with you live on Akoya TV, the broadcast channel that brings you stories on history, art, and culture as it relates to our development as individuals and as a society. Of course, you know I am your beautiful host, Hope Williams. And on today's discussion, we'll be, having a conversation around a very controversial topic. Yes, we'll be having this conversation, and I'll be having a conversation with Mr. Morris Aja and Miss Nana Khadijat Abubakar. So, the topic for today's conversation is: Are women women's greatest enemies? So, we've seen assertions like women supporting women. There was a time that hashtag trended so much on social media, and it was a campaign against domestic violence and gender-based violence and all of that. But today we really want to look deeper, away from the women supporting women notion, and look deeper. Are we really our own enemies? Do have to drop a comment in the comment section, and also like and share this video. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, people? My name is Solomon Lange, and you're watching Aqua TV. God bless you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ochaya Ojofu. I am the founder Akwea Children Carnival. Watch Akwea TV.
Yemasni Ame Veronica Ochido. Engaga ya Akwea TV.
Agatugolegadam. Ihiegu kama Oge David Ubede. Mbo Bagaji, Pugolega Agatu, local government of Benue State. Ungo reporter Gakwea TV. Amakwea TV.
Thank you for staying tuned. If you are just joining us, this is Akoya TV, the broadcast channel that brings you stories on history, art, and culture as it relates to our development as individuals and as a society. And of course, I am Hope Williams, and I'm in the studio with Mr. Morris Aja and Nana Khadijat Abubakar, and we'll be discussing on our women's greatest enemies. So, if we look back in history, you realize that there are some women organizations that have made and mar some women. For instance, the Umu Adas of the Igbo people, the Umu Adas have made and marred some women, whether we want to accept it or not. And this is because when a woman loses her husband, the Umu Adas are those responsible for shaving her hair and making her go through series of mourning processes, some of which might end up, destabilizing her mental health or even traumatizing her. But the same Umu Adas also are still the same group of women who would rise up when certain policies are against women. So therefore, it is controversial, right, to say if we are our enemies or not. Meanwhile, someone dropped a comment under our post when we talked about this topic earlier, and I would like to read it out to you and then have your view on what you think about what this person said. She said, I can't really say for sure, but then most times women don't always have a pure heart towards their fellow women, most especially when they see you in a more bigger and better position than them. They begin to envy you secretly, yet coming to marry with you in the open. And again, if a woman got your back as a fellow woman, she could go at any length to see you succeed. But most of this genuine friendship can only exist amongst siblings or people of opposite gender. So, to those with me in the studio, do you agree with this person's submission? Starting with Nana, since you're a woman. Let's start from you.
Yes, I do. I agree.
Wait, I don't understand. Where is the whole women supporting women thing?
Yeah, I'm not it's not genuine, like the person said. I think we are our own enemies because I don't know how God created us, but we don't support ourselves.
is it that we don't support ourselves or we don't genuinely support ourselves? Because according to this person, she said the support most times are not genuine.
Okay, let me say we don't genuinely support ourselves. I mean, deep down, there's this jealousy, there's this hatred, there's this spite against
Buried inside.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like when God was creating us here,
He just packaged one side.
yeah, there was this jar of jealousy,
That he gets.
and then he turned all of it in the mud or in the sand, and then mixed it, so every woman can have
A little portion of it.
exactly.
Ouch.
No, like
That's. Let me not say what I want to say, but it hits right.
but
home.
you know it's true.
I will not
Yes.
dispute it because, of course, it's there. Women, we wear our emotions on our sleeves, so it's pretty obvious most times when you have a woman acting up
For no
for
reason.
no. Most times there's a reason, but you just feel like
The reasons
this
are
reason doesn't make
petty.
exactly.
Yeah, why are you acting up? These are not something. A woman would just see you.
Well, you know, there's a man seated beside you.
I know
And
now.
you're just watching us.
No, but we're being open.
Okay.
A woman would just see you. Probably you're looking all nice. You smell really good.
And she feels like-
And then she hates you instantly. Like, you don't know me. Why are you hating? Why can't you just, oh my babe, you're looking good. I love you. No, most of us, majority don't do that. Yeah.
So, Mr. Morris, there are women who feel very comfortable keeping male friends, right? And according to this commenter, she said, these sincere and genuine feelings
Yeah.
comes with either siblings or people, those of opposite gender.
Yep.
So, which means it is easier for a man to support a woman at any length to succeed than a woman to do same, right? So, as a man, do you agree that the relationship between a man and a woman that has nothing to do with intimacy can yield such a result?
Well, talking about the question generally, whether women are worst or best enemy, there is a need for us to go back to history. You know, during in the olden days, when you talk about polygamy, where there was polygamy prevailed, people married different many wives. That prevailed and existed and was successful because the women had cordial relationship with each other. They loved each other. They cooperated with each other.
I wouldn't agree.
Okay, apart from that, when you talk about the greatest, the highest, the most successful protest that we have ever had in history of time, were led by women.
True.
That means a woman rose up and then other women rallied around her. And that was why those protests succeeded, like Abba Riot of 1929, and then the Fumilayo Ransom Kuti
of the Egba women.
around 1940, that I even dethroned a monarch, and then brought a halt to the taxation of the market women. So women, and one of the things a lot of people fear, because one of the greatest force in the world is the unity of women. For me, I will say that women are united. Women are the best of friends when they come together. So it's just an assertion. And I believe it is still a fallacy of hasty generalization for someone to say that women are women's greatest enemy.
I also agree with that. It's generalization, basically, because if we want to, weigh these things, in our current generation, we have women at the forefront, on the vanguard, when it comes to gender-based violence, when it comes to school-related violence, when it comes to bullying and all of that. We don't see men in the forefront. Now, this is not because men don't do it, but you mostly see women advocating for a safe space for students, safe space for women, safe space for other women and all of this.
Yeah.
And this is because they feel it. You understand? They feel it. So it's somewhat unfair to say that women do not support women. That's the way I say it, though. But there's a but.
Well, you could see maybe one or two cases, like she rightly mentioned, but it is not something that could be generalized.
Yeah,
because
true.
a lot of women support each other, and more women are successful when they support each other. And when more women come out to fight for things that pertains to women, more than men do for themselves. So I believe that I can actually say that in the beginning it was not like that. If there are some maybe animosity or maybe some kind of jealousy or hatred that people are noticing among women prevalently right now, it is because of civilization. And when there is civilization and people and then knowledge increases, you have competition. And when you have competition, you have jealousy, you have all manner of fights.
But you know, there's nothing wrong with competition, right?
No.
Exactly. So
except it's a healthy competition.
That's the thing. So competition as itself, there's nothing wrong with it.
And you know, when you're talking about that competition, it's not only among women. It's not only among women, even men too. So you find that competition among men, and when you see that competition, there is that jealousy, there is that fight, there is that animosity even among men. So it's not limited to women.
Yeah, but I think it is more prevalent with women. Because, for instance, early this year, we lost a Nollywood actor, Junior Pope. And then a couple of weeks ago, popular Nollywood actress and wife to her and the kids, what would they eat? Because by tradition, you are forbidden to do certain things, right? So how would they eat? They would definitely be relying on the charity of people. But we all know that in this Nigeria, nobody wants to show charity.
Are you saying she raised her because she hates her?
So I'm not saying she hates her, but I'm saying she's raising a campaign against a young woman who just lost her husband, mandating her to go back home and mourn her husband, right? So somehow, this whole women are women's greatest enemy comes. One would expect that you should understand that this woman has to feed her kids and she's going out to make money. So one would expect that you should understand as a woman. But then coming out to lash at her that you should, like, it doesn't make any sense.
And I think she raised that because there is the women that know. They know the tradition that pertains to women. So she didn't raise that because she's solely against her or maybe she hates her.
Well,
she raised that because she's the one that knows it. A lot of men don't care. And a man will not know what the tradition that pertains to women when it comes to mourning. So I think she's raising a concern.
Agreed that only women understand women, right? Yeah. But let's look at it like this. If this woman goes back home, right, who feeds her kids? That's the big question. So as a woman, it will be expected of her that she should have answered that question first before coming online to start saying stuff.
Well, the first thing we need to check is to check her motive.
Exactly.
In raising that issue.
Concern.
Yeah.
Okay. So, away from that, right, let's look at when it comes to polygamy, like you said earlier. So in the past, it is easier to run a polygamous family. Though I don't agree with you that it's because they love themselves. I feel like it's because the man was strong, the Odogu, the Ogadagidi. He is strong and he somehow instilled fear and discipline in his home. But in recent times, we notice that some women do not want to be counted. Especially when they are the first wives. They don't want to be counted. So immediately the man picks a second wife, they divorce. And immediately they divorce, there are women online ready to roast her for walking out of that marriage. So what will you say in this sort of situation?
Well, in the first place, you say that it is not because the women love the polygamy.
Well, that's how I see it.
Or it is because the men are strong. But if you look back at history, you realize some of the women actually love it because they will be the one to advise or suggest to their husband to take more wives.
Maybe
and apart from maybe a second wife or third wife, there still exist concubines.
I feel if she tells him to take his second wife away, it's either because she cannot born.
And you know their reason.
Because
it's either she's barren. I'm sorry, but
no, it's not only when she's barren.
I
don't
understand.
They even say so that they could have company, somebody to be gisting with, somebody to be talking with.
That's why they bring in their sisters.
Yes. Sisters, no, they bring a second wife.
No.
They bring even more wives.
No. Don't.
In certain community, you see a woman naming her child after the concubine of the husband.
It might not be. Maybe there is somebody in her family or the husband family that has that name. let's be clear.
Because why would I want to bring another? No. It comes with a lot of drama. And
It does.
No.
Truthfully, in the beginning, it was not so. It was a smooth ride, smooth unity, cooperation, a lot of cooperation for women. It is civilization that is bringing fight.
It's not civilization, no.
Okay.
Women were in touch, in support with each other, like we said from the beginning. That was why those women were able to lead those protests. Remember Maria Felipa of Brazil? She fought for the independence of Brazil by leading other women to protest. You know, and if a woman rises up and then other women can rally around her and say, yeah, you are the one for us, it means women are for women.
Okay, so Mr. Morris so far is saying that it is civilization that is ruining things for us women, because back in the days we as women have this strong bond between us, but then civilization has come to ruin things for us. I don't know if you agree with that, but if you agree or disagree, drop a comment in the comment section. We will be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Hey, what's up, people? My name is Solomon Lange, and you're watching Aqua TV. God bless you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ochaya Ojofu. I am the founder of Aqua Children Carnival. Watch Aqua TV.
Iye masni ame Veronica Ochido. Engaga ya Aqua TV.
Agatugolega dam. Ihi egwu kama oge David Ubede. Mbo bagaji Pugolega Agatu local government of Benue State. Ungo reporter Gakwea TV. Amakwea TV.
Thank you for staying tuned. So far, it's been an interesting conversation around women's greatest enemies. And of course, Mr. Aja said women are not their enemies. It is just civilization that is ruining things for us. While Nana said, see, don't worry. Women, our jealousy is here. God created us with it, so don't worry. But then, I want to know if you agree that civilization is what is ruining things for us. So on that note, I'll be asking you, Nana, do you think that with, civilization comes with the internet, social media, and all, and then when we look at people who make certain comments against women, sorry, but they are mostly
Gen Zs.
I had to apologize because she was saying I'm roasting her, but they are mostly the Gen Zs, because I feel like they are not even sensitive to certain issues before they start reacting. You should understand what is on ground before you start reacting to it. So do you agree that with the coming of the internet, the social media, and all of that, it has given these people platform to display their hatred, envy, jealousy, or whatsoever they feel, without really looking at the sensitivity of the entire conversation? Yes or no?
Yes. Please, I'm a woman. No. I'm not.
No, I know you're a woman. So you know I said yes or no.
Sisterhood is not proud of me.
Well, so I agree that women should support women, 100%. I am for women supporting women.
Genuine support.
Even in your supporting, you should be able to point out wrong and right.
True.
So the reason why most people say women are women's greatest enemy, the way I see it, is Because in some situation, the woman expects you, because you're a woman, to close your eyes like this and overlook whatever is wrong.
No, I don't see. I don't think so. I don't know. Early this year, yeah, there were trendy videos of where you see a lady. There was this one. I think she owned a beauty store, or she opened her own store where she sells hair, and then she went out with her girls to party, like celebrate. Do you know what happened? They poisoned her. Why?
Jealousy.
Thank you. But then, do you see it among the male gender? You hardly, even if it is there. I mean, the other gender, they would strive to like get to where you've gotten to. They wouldn't, but then women, they will go and spoil. Is a lie. She did runs. She follow man.
No, but
even men
do that.
But
kill each other.
It's
even
hardly.
men do that too.
It's rare.
It's even more rare to see women poisoning each other. It's prevalent.
No, that one I will disagree.
Yes.
It is very easy.
When you go to certain quarters, people don't open their drinks.
These
When
days.
yeah.
Because the poison.
And it's men. You hear a lot of men being poisoned from beer parlor, or maybe the drinking joint
agreed.
where they
That
have
one
gone
I
to.
agree on that one, because men
You-
always have this sit out.
Yeah.
But a woman will snatch your husband. A woman will take over your home. A woman will take over your business.
And
if
still
she
come
has
out
to.
and say you are not taking care of your husband. Like she will still defend
Okay,
herself
so
when
now,
she's in the
like
wrong.
you said, from the social media has created that platform for that competition.
And it's very
That
unhealthy.
serious competition. But all the same, we still have women group who last longer and more formidable than men. Like if you go to church, the CW, have you
Because-
heard about men's, how do they call it, Christian mother? Okay, but have you heard of Christian fathers?
And they are not popular, but it doesn't mean
know.
they don't exist.
So even in
Because we have
even
the
in the,
CWO
even in
and the
other
CMOs.
communities, women meeting flourishes more than men's meeting, and it is because they have that cooperation.
I would say it's the women of
You
those
know?
generation, like you said, the Gen Zs. Like, no, sorry, Gen Zs don't come for me. But if the Gen Zs, those people, if they keep up with this jealousy, this hate, and I don't think we will still have those women group that will be supporting women.
Exactly. Because for me, right, like I said earlier, it is okay to compete.
Yes.
Very okay.
But don't
So
take
are you
it
saying
not
the-
that deep.
So
Yes.
the Gen Zs will not join the women group.
Yes, if they
With
keep
the-
on
That's when
with
they get
this
to that
energy.
stage.
Yes, because if
When
you check
keep up-
those
if they keep up
those
with this energy, it
clubs,
will be hard.
those women groups supporting
So they are not
women.
joining CWO. They are not joining.
Okay, for one, right? I for one have not seen a lady my age who is married and she's tying rapper. And you know it comes with the territory. You want to be a member of the CWO, you go tie two rapper. And I've not seen that wants to go out and she's tying rapper. She feels like you want to reduce her steez. You want to get
So with the new generation of Gen Zs, CW will come to an end.
it's so there's a possibility.
No,
Yes.
it is not.
Let's hope it is not.
See, let me tell you, I moved to a new community, a local community, where recently I discovered that the children are well behaved. They greet each other. When they see adults, they greet them. And then somebody was telling me, say it's because the women used to meet. The women meet together, they talk to each other, you know.
Because
Just
they
a
are
little
still
pack,
in
come
that
down.
community.
Just a little pack, come down.
So
I
I was saying, no, this can't be Abuja. How can children be greeting everybody like this? So somebody told me, say it's because the women used to meet.
I will move to that
And
community
then
because I want to
in
go and see for
my
myself.
own community, women also have a group. There are men, they discovered that some men, they drink, they are not responsible, they don't give their wives the support that is needed for the women and the children. So they now go to report them to this women group.
Yeah,
then-
you know, that's what the Umu Adas used to do back in the days in Igbo land. But these days, like we are just complaining now, these days I don't even know what the Umu Adas do. Like back in the days, you could feel the impact of the Umu Adas. As a young child, I felt their impact in my own community. As a young girl of about 6 to 9 years, I felt their impact. But these days, I go back home and I'm asking my mom, Biagodi first, who are the Umu Adas in this community? Because you don't see them, you don't feel their impact. Like, as a young girl, I go to the village and they will hit the gong. the announcing gong as early as 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
calling women to come and sweep the town square, the village square, or to go clean the church and stuff like that. And when you see your mothers cleaning the streets or the market square or the church, if they call the youth to go clear the road to the stream, you will do it.
Yes.
Because if your mother can do it, what are you doing at home?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But these days, you go to the village and you don't even see their impact.
They are
again.
in one
So,
corner doing gossip.
do you understand?
Yes.
Competing on who came back with the best Hollandis, whose husband,
Whose boyfriend is a towel.
So it's so hard to feel their impact, which is why we are afraid that with the coming of social media, which has given people the platform to say anything that needs to be said, even without weighing the consequences, these groups might no longer exist in the near future.
You know, we used to have some voluntary organizations like the Boy Scout, Girls Guide.
Yeah, Girls
Guide, and then the Girls Brigade.
It's
you know,
Boys and Girls
for
Brigade.
the Gen Zs, why coming up? So
They
those unity, that group, you know, they start from that secondary school age or that primary school age until they get to the level of the CW, and I believe that with that, the unity among women can continue. But generally speaking, the force of unity among women is dangerous.
It's strong.
It's very dangerous. It can bring
can
about
conquer
a
the
revolution.
world. Yes, World War III.
You know, and I believe, if I'll speak like a pastor, I believe that is why the devil is fighting
I agree.
the unity of women.
I agree.
You know?
I agree 100%. Because if we look back in history and see the things women have done,
Together.
you will agree that yes, the unity of women in every community, even in its smallest units, right, is strong. And which is why some persons believe that this whole women against women, or women are women's greatest enemy, is an assertion that has been coined together by men to sort of
I mean, it's
discredit.
probably
even by
the
the women
behavior you
themselves.
display. Look at the case of when Davido lost his son. That lady, that US lady, what would you say about that?
In all honesty, I don't want to go into that conversation because every time I remember it, I still feel angry. Because it's okay, you want to drag the man for whatever thing you people had, but why drag the wife and the son who is late? Like, why? Whenever I remember it, I feel like, who is training these women?
People.
Who raised them to this point to harbor so much hatred against another woman for something a man did to you?
Yeah.
Do you get? It just doesn't make sense. Well, it's been a very wonderful conversation around are women women's greatest enemy? And so far, Mr. Morris has insisted that women are not their own enemy. So it's just that the devil somehow is fighting us. And I hope that we'll all try and go for deliverance so we can conquer the devil, because in all honesty, right, the bond of women is very essential when it comes to community and nation building and growth in whatever aspect. So it is advisable that as women we learn to check our emotions and stop the unnecessary competitions. Do well to like and share this video and drop your comments in the comment section, and also follow us on all our social media platforms. Until we come your way again next time, I am Hope Williams, your regular host on this show, and I've been in the studio with Mr. Morris and Nana Khadija.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful session. Until we come your way again next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up, people? My name is Solomon Lange, and you're watching Akwea TV. God bless you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ochanya Ojofu. I am the founder Akwea Children Carnival. Watch Akwea TV.
Ye masni ame Veronica Ochido. Engaga ya Akwea TV.
Agatugolega dam. Ihiegu kama oge David Ubede. Ngo bagaji Pogolega Agatu, local government of Benue State. Ungo reporter Gakwea TV. Amakuya TV.